When we talk about every area of life, I think that's the key point I hope we took away from that statement is a lot of times as men, it's so tempting to compartmentalize our Christianity. Okay, I'm a Christian on Sunday, I put on my Christian attire, I go to church and I talk the Christian vernacular, and then there's Monday. And a lot of times if we're not careful, we leave our Christianity here at Calvary. Or we leave our Christianity before we walk out the door. Because we feel like sometimes our Christianity doesn't transfer over to our workplace. Right? We got a job to do. And a lot of times, regardless of your political affiliation, it's easy to attempt to separate your walk with Christ with your performance at the job. But I believe that as God is calling us to be kingdom men, and we look at the state of our world, that can no longer be an option. Because if your workplace is anything like my workplace, Christ is needed there like never before. Whether it's with the people who work under you or the people who work over you or your peers, they desperately need to see what it looks like for a kingdom man to walk through the door. So one phrase that in the book that really jumped out to me, it says, something is inherent about the DNA of manhood that urges men to rise to the occasion, to solve the equation, to protect, to defend, to defeat, to restore. Life's challenges taunt us to define them, but responsibilities call us to fulfill them. Why do you think that the average man loves action movies? It's in our DNA to save the day. We were created to have dominion, to rise to the occasion and to deliver. One of the deepest questions in the heart of every man is, do I have what it takes? And many of you, whether you can fill in the blank or whatever that situation may look like, but I guarantee you probably asked yourself that question today when you woke up. Do I have what it takes to go into my 10 o'clock meeting? Do I have what it takes to navigate the issue that I know I'm going to walk into? Do I have it? And many of us, if we're honest, have spent countless times and years and opportunities seeking that answer from everybody but God. Seeking it from money, seeking it from our careers, seeking it from women. Once again, Adam chose Eve over God, and many of us have gone through seasons where we've done the same. Even if it's just trusting in your wife to do what only God can do. Trusting in your wife for that affirmation when only God can give you the pat on the back that you truly need. Do I have what it takes? But can I let you in on a little secret, gentlemen? Our wives are asking a very similar question. Am I worth fighting for? As men, we're called to protect. And in the DNA of women, they know they're called to be protected. And when we don't step up and answer the call, not only are we ashamed, but they're frustrated. So a lot of times, I know after 12 years of marriage, my wife feels frustration that sometimes she can't even vocalize because it's in her makeup for me to be the man God has called me to be. And when I become passive and indecisive, she knows that I've been called to do more, to be more. And when I don't answer the call, it causes her to not be able to walk in her true calling. So as we talk about that transition from knowledge to application, it has many levels to this, gentlemen. And one chapter that Dr. Evans consistently referred to is Psalms 128.
Amen.
And I'm just going to read through it. It's only 6 verses to kind of unpack it a little bit. So it says, blessed is everyone who fears the Lord and who walks in his ways. When you eat the labor of your hands, you shall be happy, and it shall be well with you. Your wife shall be like a fruitful vine in the very heart of the house. Your children like olive plants all around the table. Behold, thus the man be blessed who fears the Lord. The Lord bless you out of Zion, and may you see good in Jerusalem all the days of your life. Yes, may you see your children's children. Peace be unto Israel. And there are 4 different parts to this chapter if you really look into it. The first 2 verses start off individualized. Blessed is the man. Once again, it starts and ends with us, gentlemen. If we assume our position and we fear God, that's the foundation of the house. And many of you who are homeowners or have ever lived in a house knows if the foundation goes bad, everything else goes bad. But if that foundation is solid, if that foundation is secure, then you can build upon that. So God is calling us to be the foundation in our homes, the root in our homes of strength and dependency. So he's saying if we fear God, we're blessed. And because we're blessed, our wives shall be. Notice it didn't say your wives are. It didn't say your wives will be. Your wives shall be. It's dependent upon us. Their growth, their maturity is dependent upon our ability to be kingdom men. And when we walk in dependency and fear and reverence of God and grow in our walk with Christ, it enables our wives to be. It's not a guarantee. It's all dependent upon us. It says, she shall be a fruitful vine. Your children will be like olive plants. Dr. Evans goes on in the book to talk about there are olive plants in Jerusalem that are over 2,000 years old that are still bearing fruit. Our roots were meant to go deep, gentlemen. Our roots were meant to go deep, so not only can we bear fruit, but we create an environment by which our wives can bear fruit. I love the illustration that I've heard Dr. Evans use before. We're the thermostat and not the thermometer of our homes. We set the temperature. We set the environment. We don't react or respond. Oh, is it warm? Is it cold? We determine what that temperature is going to be. So if all hell is breaking loose in your home, ask yourself the question, what kind of thermostat am I being today? What kind of environment have I created today? If your wife is not acting accordingly, yes, she has to hold herself accountable. But at the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves, what kind of environment have I created so that she can walk in her fullness? Once again, our wives shall be. It's not a guarantee, gentlemen. It depends on us. The purpose of being fruitful and multiplying to fill the earth was not meant just to fill the earth with people, but it was also meant for us to fill the earth with image bearers. The goal then of the family is the replication of the image of God in history rather than to simply form a happy place to call home. The purpose of children is not merely to have lookalikes in our ancestral line, but to produce children who will reflect the image of God throughout the world. Now, I know that's a lot to digest. But once again, the question is, how are we doing in our God-given task of leading our wives and children to bear the image of God for generations to come? I firmly believe that every man is meant to be a legacy builder. So whether you're starting from scratch or whether you're building off the faithfulness of previous generations, we all have a legacy of godliness to pass on to the next generation. So one of the best gifts, I believe, that we can offer our children is to allow them to see us sacrificially loving and serving their mother. Priceless gift. But once again, when we set that environment, we set that expectation. So it becomes their norm. Now, I know if you're anything like me, you might be saying, that sounds great, but that wasn't my norm. That wasn't my foundation. That wasn't my background. So I believe every man is one of two people. Either you're blazing the trail and starting from scratch, that's my story, or you may be sitting here today and you're saying, you know what? My granddad was a kingdom man. Mm-hmm. My dad was a kingdom man. So therefore, I take pride in continuing that legacy of godliness. If that's your story, praise the Lord. Amen. Because with that comes responsibility. But if you're starting from scratch, you still have the same responsibility. Our goal, our job as kingdom men must be first and foremost to walk in integrity, to walk in godliness. You know, the Bible says in and out of season, when it's popular, when it's not popular. Our goal is to be consistent. I heard my wife once tell me when we were dating, and at the time it didn't feel like a compliment because I thought she was calling me predictable. But she said, your routine is so the same, I can set my watch to it. Every morning you eat cereal and drink a glass of orange juice. And 12 years later, I eat my bowl of cereal and I drink my glass of orange juice. It's just my routine. But I think what was a slap in the face 12 years ago has now become a sense of safety for her today.
Come on.
Because she knows.
Yes.
He's going to get up. He's going to go to work. And he's coming home. I don't have to wonder if he's running the street. I don't have to wonder if he didn't go to work and he's doing something else. There's safety and consistency, gentlemen.
Come on, Doc.
Don't let the world make you feel like you're missing out.
Well.
Don't make the world make you feel like you're not experiencing what manliness is all about. It's a lie.
Yes.
Be faithful, gentlemen. Be consistent. Be the man God has called you to be. Get up and go to work. I'm a little old-fashioned, but get up, get a job, and go to work. If you don't have a job, get up and go find one. There's nothing outdated about providing for your family. Because not only does your family need to experience that consistency, but as we transition from a godly household to a godly community, Lord knows our community needs to see you get up and go to work every day. You'll be surprised how many people probably know what time you leave for work.
Yep.
Because they're watching. You'll be surprised how many people are watching your consistency. You're speaking volumes and you don't even know it. I guarantee you are. I guarantee what you think is mundane is rocking somebody's world right now because they don't experience it in their home. So you are the breath of fresh air they get to experience every day at work. You think you're just coming in to do a job, but somebody at your job is deeply impacted by you coming to work and doing your job with integrity when others may not be. Somebody is deeply impacted when you come in and you provide a level of leadership that is God-loving and fearful. Don't ever underestimate what it means to be consistent and godly. Satan would love to downplay it, but I'm here to be your cheerleader tonight and let you know.
Come on.
God is using you.
Yes.
Somebody's being encouraged by you. Somebody's being motivated to say, hey, he's been coming here every day for how many years? He doesn't complain. He doesn't pout. He doesn't get upset. He's being a light in the midst